Hello, water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. Welcome to Louise's Tarot. This is a timeless tarot, which means that you will find this tarot when your current timeline aligns with the message. The first card I'm going to pull out is a divine timing card, which is next week. So we're going to have a look at what your energies look like for the next week, what could be coming in for you. Bearing in mind, this isn't a prediction, this is a potential timeline if you continue on the trajectory that you're on. So let's see what we have coming up for you in the next week based on your current energies. You may be worrying about something. What are you worrying about? We've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Nine of Cups. Quite slight different energies there. So that tells me that there's a bittersweet situation. And it's the same situation because they're two nines, which is telling me this is in relation to one scenario linked to the number 9. And there's a sense of fulfillment, but there's also a sense of trepidation, anxiety, worry and fear. So you could feel quite conflicted at the moment in relation to this situation. Maybe you have a decision to make and you want to make it, and you know by making it you're doing the right thing, and you're creating a new reality for yourself that you want to step into, and you know that it's going to take you to a higher level. However, in order to do that, there's a short-term pain, and I see that it's the worry of that short-term pain and how that's going to impact somebody else. And because you care, that impact on somebody else obviously then mirrors back to you because you care. So it's creating a little bit of distress for you as well. Let me see what the quantum tarot cards have to say about the situation. The ZENO effect. In quantum physics, the ZENO effect is the explanation or theory of where you focus on a situation or a system or process or progress constantly. So you keep checking. Let's say, for example, you're waiting for a parcel to arrive. Every time you check to see if the parcel's arrived, you're actually delaying the parcel arriving. That's what the ZENO effect is. It's a concept in quantum physics where focusing on the situation delays the situation because you're altering the atomic structure that creates that reality coming in for you. You could link it to like a concept of OCD slightly as well. There's an overlap there with OCD. You know that you're obviously waiting for something. I don't have the details of what that is, but take a break is the message. Take a break, because if you distract yourself and you go and do something else, go for a walk, go swimming, go jogging, go out with your friends, watch a movie, when you finish that activity, you come back, the thing that you've been waiting for will have happened. So take a break. And then we've got the photoelectric effect. The photoelectric effect in quantum physics is where an electron spins around the atom, but it also moves up and down like a rung on the atomic ladder. And when the electron drops a rung, it releases light, it releases energy, basically. And that energy is released in the form of light, which is a photon. In terms of your situation, when the electron drops, it releases energy of light, but the atom is always whole regardless of the state of the electrons, whether they're moving up or down. And this reminds me of, with the concept of wholeness and projecting light, you could be thinking that in order for you to feel whole and come to a place of balance, homeostasis, that you need to gain something, like you need to do something, you need to acquire something, whether it's a job, a relationship, money, status, a new credential, a new certification. You have a mindset of acquisition. However, sometimes we acquire what we need by releasing instead, by letting go of something. So when that electron drops down, it actually releases light because it's given energy off, which has created a unique, beautiful ray of light, a whole and complete ray of light from the atom. So long story short, releasing something that we don't need brings us to the same place of balance as acquiring something that we think we do need. In fact, sometimes it's actually even more so. The former option is the better option, because it usually what we release is just baggage anyway. So the lesson here for you, within the next week, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of, drop? Is it an expectation? Is it an old belief system? Is it a boundary, a limiting belief? It could be in relation to this situation that we've already discussed actually, which I feel like it is. The thing that you feel worried about, this short-term pain for long-term gain, with the photoelectric card coming out, you absolutely need to go through that. It's the right decision. You need to release whatever that situation is. Let that go, and then you'll be moving on to a higher plane of reality, a new version of yourself, a more aligned version of yourself, more authentic version of yourself, more empowered version of yourself, a more you version of you. You've got the Big Bang card. The Big Bang was the origins of the universe. So, a pretty big deal. I would say there's a big change coming in for you in the next week. Something potentially externally that you might not be expecting. Promotion, an old friend coming to visit. Some good news. Family members bringing good news. Something that's going to change you forever. Just like the Big Bang changed the history of the cosmos, really, with a new release of life. There's going to be a new lease of life coming in for you in the next week. Again, could be linked to the first situation again. Once you've got through that short-term pain, maybe you will feel a new lease of life, like you're walking into a whole new universe that you've never known before, that you've never experienced before. I'm going to pull one more card. One more tarot card. There's some rest coming in for you in the next week. You may get a day to yourself maybe, or some longer sleeps than what you usually have. But I do see a period of rest and recovery. Maybe you might find time to do some extra meditation, some journaling, watching your favourite television programme, taking a day off work. Maybe you're off on holiday. You know what that looks like, but take that time and use it wisely, I would say, to make sure you have a rest and you recover, but be prepared and be planned to make the most of the next stage. So also use the time to be proactive, stepping into this new universe that you're heading into with the Big Bang card. I'm going to pull one final card for a final message for you, lovely water signs, which is adventure. Embrace adventure and accept the uncertainties in life. So thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel, because this is a brand new channel and I'm giving away one free personal tarot reading to one lucky subscriber out of my first 50 subscribers. So if you would like a chance to win that, please do subscribe. It will be 30 to 40 minutes long and it will be sent to you via a private YouTube link. Please leave a comment and like the video and share with anybody who you think may find it beneficial. With that being said, thank you very much and I'll see you next time.